officially or by the umpire, it's not time. Looking at 2023 and the preparations now and heightened polity, your take?
Well, Mr. Joe, naturally, like you are aware, in the life of every government, political government, it's only 2 years for actual concentration on the leadership, governance, and then providing dividend of democracy. That's the first 2 years. The second 2 years is always years of politics. And let's take the present situation we're in. We've already had the first 2 years of leadership, governance, dividend of democracy. Now we are entering the second 2 years, which is the last 2 years of the life of this government. Naturally, politicians will have to begin to align, realign, strategize and re-strategize, like you rightly put it, extend hands of fellowship, and also try to align for the rescue, national rescue of the country, and then the next thing you begin to issues of economy, issues of security, issues of corruption, issues of lack of employment, no medicines in the hospital, bad roads, poor agricultural policies, poor educational policies, and then
which are the same campaign
for the same people, and then using different platform over and over again. But that is politics. You can't deviate from it. That is why it is called politics. It is a game. It depends on who is playing it, when, where, how, with who, and why, as well as the timing and those, as well as the timing and the followership. So politics is politics, and it will continue to play out. But I want to.
Do you think it's early?
It's not early
for such moves. And also looking at the state of the country, issues of insecurity, rescuing socio-economic, all that.
For politicians, it is not early, but for governance, it will be too early to get involved in such things. There are two different things. There's governance, there's politics. In terms of governance, I think the government, most especially if you talk of the president, I think the president's concentration right now should be mainly on rescuing the country, just like the next batch of politicians will come and begin to talk of issue of rescuing the country from economic hardship, rescuing the country from security challenges, rescuing the country from corruption, rescuing the country from unemployment, rescuing the country from bad roads, rescuing the country from poor, dilapidated hospitals and lack of drugs, and then also rescuing the country from food security. This should be the cardinal principles and responsibility of the president as seated right now, and that is what he's supposed to be working towards, to see that by the time he leaves, Nigeria is better than he met it. But that is for the president and government and governors. And most especially, like I said, he's in his last term of 4 years. He's not contesting any election again. So his concentration shouldn't be politics. He shouldn't be bothered about who becomes what or when. His concentration is, let me be able to deliver on my campaign promises to Nigerians.
Is it not also fair to, I wouldn't use the word anoint, but someone who can consolidate that's salvaging the country's democracy?
I will tell you, Mr. Joe, that Nigerians are wiser today than they were yesterday. Nigerians are wiser today than they were last year or in 2019 or 2015. So the issue of it is not going to be a political thing. I want to believe so. It's not going to be a political thing, or which political party should present which candidate, even though the party plays a major role in providing the platform for whichever candidate that want to contest for whatever office to come in and contest. But it's not going to be an issue of political party. I think it's going to be an individual. It's going to be an issue of character, personality. Who is the personality that is contesting for what office, under what platform, what has he done in the past, what is he thinking of doing, how qualitative was he in the past, what was his relationship with the people, what was his contribution to his community, what was his contribution to the state, what was his contribution to the national development, what is, like I said, his relationship with the people, and things like that. These are part of the qualities that Nigerians should be looking out for in who becomes what in the 2023 election. But until that time, the second part of your question is it too early? I said for administration, it is too early, but for politicians, it is not too early, because in the issue of politics, when you want to contest for the office of a governor, for example, you don't need to wait until when it is 2 years or 1 year to the election before you start your preparation. You need to start from the day a sitting governor is sworn in as a governor. From that day, if you have ambition of becoming the next governor, then you start working from that day towards becoming the next governor. The same thing with the office of president. If you want to be a president, whoever would have wanted to be Nigeria's president in 2023 ought to have started working from the 30th of May. President was sworn in the 29th of May 2019. He ought to have started working from the 30th of May 2019 towards becoming the president of Nigeria. So it is not too early for a politician to realign and work towards becoming what he wants to be in the political life.
That may also change things. As the politicians put it, the game-changing factors.
Game-changing factors, but I can tell you that I don't know whether the present administration will perform some miracles between now and the electioneering period in 2023, unless if that is being done. I think the way Murtala rightly put it, the Nigerians are already tired of political arrangement, more party politics per se. Nigerians are more enlightened. Nigerians are very, very hungry and angry as I speak to you right now. So they can differentiate between
Doctor, just
right
before
and left.
you go ahead, let's pick this. Hello?
Mr. Joe.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Awusko from Nasara. Yes, Awusko, let's hear you.
You see, any political alignment by the old brigade, be it in PDP or APC, will not work because Nigerians are wiser now. We will not continue to be praying in the hands of political merchandise. Nigerians must wake up and know who truly loves them. I want the president to sign the amendment bill so that our vote will count. Thank you very much.
All right. Awusko, well, thank you for that.
Awusko has made his own position point, and I think it's also valid. But
because platform is something, then you're looking at individuals, but let the election count. Like INEC is proposing some amendments
in their
to enhance transparency and credibility.
I think that is another vital area that we need to look at. The issue of INEC is also very, very vital because they are the electoral umpire that would, at the end of the day, give Nigerians either what they elected or decide to give Nigerians what they want to give Nigerians. So I think Nigerians should also concentrate on INEC. Should be a lot of calls should go towards INEC to enhance and make better provision and arrangement for 2023. That is one. On the issue of alignment, realignment, and then strategizing and what have you, and also the issue of the old brigades, just like he just mentioned, I want to make a comment here. First and foremost, if you go across Nigeria, you'll find that those alignment that is going on is about retiring the old brigade politicians and ensuring that a new generation of politicians crop up in 2023. And that is seriously and aggressively going on as I speak to you. A lot of youth organizations are coming up. A lot of engagement is ongoing. A lot of alignment and realignment. A lot of discussions are ongoing between various routes across the federation.
We've seen that in the past and how expensive system is.
It is very expensive in a way, but also Nigerians are also more aware now. Like I said, Nigerians are hungry and angry, and you know a hungry man is an angry man. Because Nigerians are hungry and angry, they are willing to do a lot of sacrifices in terms of whether financial spending out of their pocket, not relying on any politician or group of politicians or any sponsor to come and sponsor your activities. The Nigerian youths are going out to do their things themselves within a peanut contribution. And I said alignment and realignment is going on, and then the youths are working towards taking over from the older old brigade politicians in 2023. And I can tell you, I want you to know that of the 200 population of Nigeria, about 160 are youth, and out of that 160, the voting capacity, the voting strength of Nigeria is approximately is about 100, and that out of that 100 also 80% of that 100 are youth. And if the youth agree to work as a team, come together and harness and ensure that they want to produce the next set of leaders, I can guarantee you that it's going to work.
We've seen that